What do you want? You've been bothering me all morning. Like, what do you want? Don't do that. Don't do that. No, don't do that. I don't want a cat to do that.
Yo, let me find out the cat that found your spot. She said,
don't do that.
So you're telling me that I'm not gonna look like this for the rest of my life? That I'm gonna be a vieja one day? That my face is gonna wrinkle up like Pookie? Like,
bro, I thought he was part of the decoration. I didn't think he was real. Why you coming at your grandfather like that anyway? He probably used to get all the hoes back in the day. And yes, you're gonna be like that. We all gonna get old one day.
I'm generally saying that Asian women look better than any other kind of woman. It's like in her face that makes her beautiful.
Listen, my boy, I got some weight on me, but nigga, you look like you need a training bra. I'm just saying what they gonna say for you when them sisters see this. When the sisters see this, they gonna come for you, okay? You need a training bra, dog. You in here talking about Asian women and sit your black ass down. Go get some breast reduction surgery or something. You wildin'.
I was having a conversation with this guy that I'm cool with, and so he was telling me about, you know, he's going on a trip with a female. So I said to him, I said, yo, you know if she flying you out, like, you know what that means, right? So he like, what the hell that supposed to mean? I said, I'm just saying, you get flued out.
You gotta drop the drawers, my boy.
Fellas, if a chick fly you out, what does that mean?
She want
you coming up off them drawers or what?
Hell yeah. I mean, first, if I'm married, I'm talking about if I'm single. If I'm single, right, we single, and you flew me out, I feel as though, as a man, who am I to deny you what's wrapped up in these drawers? Who am I to deny you that? It's only right. Ladies, stop flying these dudes out. The crazy thing is, though, if you get flown out, my boy, don't go out there and underperform. Do not go out there and underperform. You get flown out, you gotta come in game-winning performance. Nigga, you gotta come in like LeBron.
Children's movie is definitely not a children's movie.
Oh, it's 12 plus.
12 plus, but you should put it on there because my child is 12 and he cannot watch this. I brought my kid, my 12-year-old kid, to see this movie. And this is not a Christmas movie. My kid is crying. Posters, and they're not even Christmas movies. This is a horror movie. Who's your manager?
Your kid went to see a rated R movie and he crying? Respectfully, your son is a I said it. I don't give a fuck. How you go to the movie theater and you blaming the movie theater for playing the movie? How about you research the movie first before you take them to see the movie? How about that? I'm pretty sure it had trailers.
I need to talk to who's in charge of you.
She's not here.
She's not here. What's her name? I need to get her number.
I can't give any personal.
I want her phone number.
You're making the other guests upset.
I don't care. I need this lady's number. I need your manager's phone name.
Give you any information, I'm sorry.
I am not leaving until you give me her name.
You have to leave now, I'm sorry.
No, I'm not leaving.
You're making
My kid is crying.
So what?
Women DM me about the rules that come with visiting places in Louisiana, like New Orleans, for example. Don't linger too long at crossroads. Don't ever tell anyone that your name is something other than what it is when you meet them, and don't accept items from strangers. This woman's real name is Chantel. She said she's of African and French Cajun descent, and she said she saw that Rules of Appalachia video that I did, and it reminded her of a story that her grandmother told her. And she was like, hang on, my area has rules too, and people should know if they're visiting the Deep South. And Chantel was 17. Her grandmother, who she calls her Maymare, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, please correct me if I'm not, very old, very sick, and Chantel spends a lot of time over there helping her with errands and chores around the house. There was this boy that Chantel liked, and one of her friends ended up dating the boy, and she tells her grandmother about this. Her grandmother hears this and is like, let me tell you something. When I was 17, so your age, I was pretty, but I had to work in my daddy's sugarcane field, and I had a cousin named Adelaide, and she was in the French Quarter. She was dancing on polished floors wearing lace dresses. And she had the life that I wanted, that I thought I was owed, and I decided to take it for myself. She tells Chantel that one night she was at her grandmother's cabin by the bayou, and she found her grimoire, which is basically a book of spells. She tells Chantel that her own grandmother, so Chantel's great-great-grandmother, was a healer of sorts, but she also dabbled in things that you just weren't supposed to touch. She struggled to read at this point, but she opens the book anyway, and she flips to a page that's bookmarked with a lock of hair and some dried blood on the page, and she recognizes one of the words in the title as fate. She learns what she can from the book, and she takes a lock of her own hair and Adelaide's ribbon, and she goes down to the water. By the water, she makes the trade, and the next morning she wakes up and she's in silk sheets. She looks at her hands, the calluses are gone, her palms are soft, there's a piano in the parlor, and when she looks in the mirror, she doesn't recognize herself. Chantel's grandmother claimed to have lived for 3 days as Adelaide, but she didn't know that in doing the transfer, she had promised herself to someone or something. On her third night of being Adelaide, she wakes up to a man standing over her as she lays in her silk sheets, and he says, "Debt follows the soul, not the skin." And that scared her. She went back to the bayou, to the same spot, with a cross in one hand and salt in the other, but she said, the moon doesn't shine the same twice. If anyone's from there and can provide elaboration on what this means, please weigh in. She said she went back to sleep and could hear Adelaide's soul screaming in her dreams. She tells Chantel that she woke up back in her old bed with frost in her hair and 3 days missing from the calendar. She tells Chantel that it's possible to take what's not yours, and that's why she never accepts anything from strangers, why she doesn't give her personal belongings freely, and why she doesn't linger too long at crossroads, because there are lingering souls that are disembodied just looking to tie on to someone else. She told Chantel to remember that when she's gone, never to ache for something that's not yours, because destiny doesn't like to be traded. She said destiny is a woman and she doesn't know envy. I love these elder stories so much. Please continue sending these to me. I feel so often like storytelling is just lost, especially family stories, and I think it's cool to archive them in whatever way possible. And if you feel like your area has unspoken rules or cultural traditions that visitors should respect,
I ain't gonna lie, that story scared the shit out of me. I'ma tell y'all, fuck it. We had a family friend who dibble-dabbled in the dark arts. So the stuff that she talking about, the family friend dibble-dabbled in them arts. I had another family member, and I'm not gonna say who it was, that used to pay this person to protect our family. Now, I don't know what she used to do to protect our family, but she definitely did a good job.
Got me. They told me to get in your car, though. Yeah. They didn't want to hurt my wrist, though. If you just unlock it, I'll get in. But I committed a felony.
You committed a felony. You being in handcuffs right now.
Can I do a misdemeanor just to get in there?
No.
But what do I gotta do to get in this car?
You don't want to get in this car.
Didn't you catch me with a lot of weed yesterday?
Weed's
No,
legal.
weed's legal? It is? Since when? Okay, crack. You caught me with crack. Get to know you guys.
I'm about to go on another call.
Yeah, it's me calling. 911, help. She stole my heart. If you hear somebody stole some shit from like the 7-Eleven, it's me. I'm just doing little shit to get your attention.
Ooh, that was smooth. You had her biting her lip. If she wasn't on duty, she might have folded.
As I've mentioned before, my ex is an absolute psychopath, not the one that you guys always think it is, the one
She
that I
cut her
actually
hair.
am with, and he just literally sailed to the end of the earth to come find me.
And this has quite the backstory, so let me explain. I'm in the middle of nowhere in Indonesia, so this shouldn't even be possible for him to show up here. And what happened this morning makes it even more insane. I woke up to my best friend, who also so happens to be his sister, doing my birthday tradition. Something my mom was doing with me long before she passed away, of waking me up with a candle for my birthday. And even though we were no contact, my ex calls me to make sure that tradition was done. And obviously this caused me to go into absolute hysterics. Not only that, but he called the resort I'm staying at and had them make me a special breakfast with his name on the plate and had them sing and dance with me for my birthday. And after all of that, he coordinated a boat across the ocean so that he could come surfing with us. And thankfully, his sister is also on this retreat, because it made it a lot less awkward when I explained to them why he was here. And of course, after the storm, a rainbow came out, which was the best way to say goodbye to him. But yeah, even though I just got done saying that this was my first 25th birthday alone and without a partner and without being in love, no, we're not getting back together. So technically, that still stands true. However, he was close to winning me back. He was about this close to winning me back.
I don't know if this is real, because she dropped videos like this all the time about her ex doing stuff for her. Now, if this stuff is real and your ex is really like going this hard for you, you're gonna regret not getting back with that man. You keep playing these games, eventually he gonna get tired. Listen, just cause you got the control and you got the power right now, stop making this man jump through all these hoops, because there's a chance that the person you end up with is not gonna do all those things for you. And when your ex get tired and he move on and he start doing that for somebody else, and you sitting on the sideline looking at it, you're gonna wish you could turn back the hands of time. Imagine you watching all my videos, laughing your ass off, but you still ain't subscribed. You got commitment issues, dog? It's free. It is free for you to subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way, YouTube not gonna control when or how you see my videos. Come on, people. What's going on? What are you waiting for? I ain't begging. I'm asking nicely. Don't make me ask you again.
Okay, look, I know I be on here cracking jokes from time to time, but this is not one of those times. Quite frankly, I am hilarious, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, fellas, listen. Sun's out. Okay? Sun's out, buns out. So what I'm saying that to say, this is not the season to be tricked out of your position. Okay, you see a woman, she's attractive, whatever, and you are growing, you are building, you are elevating, you are chasing your purpose as you should. I love that for you. But listen to me, most women are one emotional decision away from destroying your life. Okay? So analyze this woman, and I mean this so much. If you don't think you gotta listen to women, if you don't believe nothing else I say, right? During the conversation with this woman, just pay attention, shut up and just listen for a minute. If she is vindictive, if she is manipulative, if she likes get back, if she hates every single one of her exes that she's ever been with, right? Or she tells you how all her friends are trash, everybody's hating on her. I promise you, from the bottom of my soul, you will be the next victim. And you think that I'm playing, but if someone possesses those characters...
Yo, that goes for anybody. That goes for if you're in a relationship or you in a friendship. Look and see how that person treat people that they used to care about. That'll give you your answer.
Characteristic traits, they have an envious spirit, a mean spirit, a vindictive spirit. You will be the next victim.
Fact.
You ain't all of that. Like, you might be really him, but I'm saying to a person who is built like that, you will be the next victim.
Facts.
Now, of course, everybody's nice to you in the honeymoon phase, so she might be she simultaneously gashes you up, but she's putting down everybody else. It is only because you are serving her a purpose in that moment. Oh, saying that to say this: if this is your season, you're on it. You doing what you're supposed to do. I'm telling you, do not be tricked out of your position this season for no body type, for no coochie cat, none of that. Stay hungry, never thirsty.
Stay hungry, never thirsty. She's right. When you talking to people, you gotta pay attention. A lot of times as dudes, we want them cheeks so bad. Her personality traits, the words that's coming out her mouth is in one ear, out the other. We fake listening, you know what I'm saying? Just so we can get to that box. Really, dog, if you pay attention, people usually show you who they are. That sometimes we refuse to see it, or we see it when it's too late.
Yo, I used to get bullied when I was a little girl in middle school. And I remember that dumbass bitch Zanaya, that dark-skinned skinny bitch. Yeah, I don't fuck with her. She be watching my story. I think she liked my post one time. Bitch, you used to bully me. That dumbass bitch drew on my skirt. Like, I wasn't no rich kid. You drawing on my clothes and shit, calling me dirty.
I ain't gonna hold you. Folks used to try to bully me, but I used to want to fight. Like, after a while, I used to want to fight. I was an angry kid when I was growing up. So it was like, I wasn't fly. You know, back then, Sean John was popping, Rockaway was popping, Jordans was going crazy, Air Maxes was going crazy, Timbs. I ain't had none of that, boy. I used to wear my brother's hand-me-downs to school, and they used to flame me. I'm talking about shoes used to be 3 sizes too big. When these folks is coming in there with they Rockaway and they Sean John jeans, I'm coming in there with some khakis. And we ain't even wear uniforms in that school. It was ugly. Kids are very cruel. If you have a youngin', I'm not gonna say give him everything, but give him enough to where he's not a target. Don't give him a lot so he's spoiled, because once your kid is spoiled, they become the bullies. But give him enough. I'm still holding grudges from 25 years ago.
Aliana was weird too. That skinny, light-skinned bitch. I don't fuck with y'all bitches, and she could run it too. I don't know why y'all think just because time passed, I'm gonna be cool with y'all. It's fuck y'all hoes forever, bitch.
A lot of the people that used to try to talk about my clothes and bully me, they can't see me in life. They not doing better than me in life. A lot of them not even doing that good in life. And I remember my parents used to tell me that. Like, all these kids right now that are getting all these fancy clothes and making fun of you and talking about you, when they become adults, let's see if they're still able to get them fancy clothes. Back then, I didn't understand what my parents were talking about, but now I do. Junior high school was a crazy time for me. I had a situation that happened because somebody was quote-unquote trying to make fun of me and trying to bully me, and I almost got arrested for the way I reacted to that. Well, actually, I did get arrested, but the kid's mother didn't press any charges. And thank God for that. And you know what? I will say this. He held it down too, because we had a whole little meeting, and he could have said exactly what happened. I would have been banned from all New York City public schools if he had said what happened.
Papa, I'm buying your mother coffee. Oh, look, I wanted one too.
Dad, give me ice cream.
I gotta take the ice. Don't worry about it. Look, but I want to teach you something, Papa. So what you do is this. You order a coffee, no ice, right? Mm-hmm. You order a coffee, no ice, right? I went to $5. So every time you go to $5, you know what happens, right? You pay $5, $6. This cost me $6. Look at this, Papa. Look at this.
There's one.
Hey, Papa.
What do you do with the rest?
What do you mean, what I do?
Ain't gonna be no rest.
Come on, look, it's overflowing. Look at that. I got 2 coffees. Come on. Your mother's happy. I'm happy. And guess what, Baba? It only cost me $5. God bless you.
God bless America.
Yeah.
Similar to this, what I used to do when I went to the club is, when I used to drink Henny, gave you a Henny with no ice. You feel me? Matter of fact, fuck the Henny. Whatever liquor you get when you go to the club or you go to a party, get it with no ice. Gotta give you a fair amount. That's how they be trying to get you. They give you all that ice and they pour a drop of liquor in it.
He was gonna make you ugly. He was gonna make you ugly. He was gonna make you ugly. If you stayed around that man, he was gonna make you ugly. You know why? Because your cortisol levels would have been through the roof every day. Every damn day. Sympathetic nervous system turned on. Do you know what that does to your physical vessel? Oh, you don't even want to know. You don't even want to know. I'm talking skin, stomach, bloating, hair. You lose that glow. There are some people who are going to give you energy and make you feel great. Then there's energy harvesters. And they take your divine feminine essence and they eat at it and they leave you depleted. And it will show. It will show. Yeah, it's going to show on your physical vessel. He would have made you ugly anyway. Your body thanks you. Sayonara, sayonara, goodbye, goodbye. Your body's thanking you.
Your divine feminine essence. I don't really got no words for all that. I don't even know what she's talking about. But there are energy vampires out here. So be careful.
And this is why you don't give the man that you are not attracted to a chance. So I met a guy and he's not necessarily my type. But I was like, you know what? Let me give it a chance because, you know, my type hasn't necessarily worked out for me. Don't do it. They all disappoint equally. So why give your type and not your type the same chance when you're not equally attracted? Because if I'm gonna be let down by a dude, at least let it be a dude that I was actually into in the first place. Okay, so let that be your lesson. If you're not attracted to this man and he's not your type, don't let a dude that you're not even into like that disappoint you. That makes no sense. And this is...
You know what? You know what, ma'am? Miss Latina. You probably the problem. Don't come out here blaming it on the guy that's my type be doing shit and the guys that's not my type. You probably the problem. I done told y'all these Hispanic women, I don't know what they be doing. But these folks be, I bet you both them niggas got PTSD. Both of them.
Hey, you got a boyfriend?
What is he asking you?
If she has a boyfriend,
What kind of questions?
if she has a boyfriend and a man,
You don't got a man, right? No. I don't.
What
One
you mean?
thing, you
I don't
gotta be
have-
faster than me. Wait, what's
I'm faster than you. I
What are you
trust you
asking
that.
now? What's the question?
Oh, driving wise, you drive?
Yeah.
What do you drive?
A Jenny.
Jenny? Well, I drive a 2014 Camaro
2014, come here. Oh.
SS.
SS? Oh, fuck, not RS, SS. That's pretty good, that's pretty good. You want a V6 or V8?
V8.
V8, damn. I can smoke in my V4.
What?
I can smoke in my V4. It's turbo, alpha tune.
Bro, you turning me on with all this car talk. Oh my.
Yeah, I'm about to say that too. Like, you find a chick that's into stuff that you into, that's a turn on. That's a turn on, boy. That's, I ain't gonna say it.
Goodness.
You gonna make me act up.
How do you know about cars?
Because I like cars.
Really?
Yeah.
Talk to the camera. Talk about cars. Turn them on.
Tell me.
She knows everything, bro.
I like KDM's Korean engines.
She is bad, bro.
You
I want to put my face in her ass.
You got a chase, you got American muscle.
Hey, you like Albanians?
Albanian.
Oh, bro, you talking about cars, bro. Come on. You give me your number, not his number.
This guy.
Alright. Did you bring the Camaro or no?
No.
I'll give you my number.
Still got it.
Stop and go?
We can drag race.
Drag race? Okay.
I told y'all the story of how the people I was with did this same exact thing, and it turned into some chaos. Fellas, if you see a young lady conversating with another young man, wait your turn. Don't go over there and try to let your nuts hang on their situation, man. You don't know who. I ain't gonna say you don't know who he with. I ain't gonna do none of that. Just don't do that, man. I hate shit like that. Don't be a cock blocker.
How long have you been a police officer? 10 years now. And what's the starting salary for a road deputy? I believe our salary right now is high 40s, low 50s. I'm not 100% sure. There's a lot of benefits to law enforcement. It's not just about money. Like we get take-home cars, for example, our health insurance, state retirement, stuff like that. There's a lot of benefits. It's not just the money.
Yo, you know what's weird? I was having this conversation with my coworkers, and they said the same thing, that cops don't make that much money. But the cops I know make over $100K a year. Like my boy, when he started working for APD, my boy was going through it. And that first year of him working for APD changed his life. He got investment properties now. It changed his life completely around. It's like his second or third year. I don't get it.
Do you think 40K is enough for a police officer in general?
No.
Honestly, I live comfortably. I have no complaints. I think society as a whole, we have this weird perception of how much money we should have because of social media, right?
Facts.
Everybody rents these sports cars and does all this glamorous stuff, but that's not real. That's like less than 1% of the population that actually lives like that. So we see that and we oh, well, we deserve that. We're entitled to that. That's not the case. What made you pursue a career in law enforcement? Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a cop. I don't know why. It just kind of stuck with me, and there's a lot of good that comes out of it. It's not all bad. Unfortunately, in today's world, we see a lot of bad. When you go to Walmart, for example, there might be an employee there that's just a bad apple. And same thing in law enforcement. There are bad apples everywhere, every job. But there's a lot of good people too. So I feel like we emphasize too much on the bad and not the good. You think about it, all the statistics they come out with, law enforcement has millions and millions of contacts a year. How many people are really getting hurt? It's such a small percentage. The wrongdoing obviously always outweighs the good, but it's unfortunate. There's a lot of officers out here that do phenomenal things that never get the recognition for it. How long have you been a police officer? 10 years.
I agree with him. Negativity is always gonna get more attention than positive stuff. I hate what some of these cops represent, but those bad apples always outshine good cops. When I'm the fittest I've ever been getting.
On your right!
Oh.
What the fuck?
We had a 5K at my job, and I got beat by one of the pregnant engineers. Yeah, I got beat by one of the pregnant engineers, y'all. My time was 36 minutes and some change. Her time was 33 minutes and some change. Based on how it looked like I was the last person to cross the line. Up to now, they still talk about this. We have another 5K coming up. They're going to ask me if I'm competing. No, I'm not fucking competing. Why? Yeah, you remember Paola beat you last time. I know. She did me dirty. Shout out to her though, man. You feel me? She was pregnant. She was 6-7 months pregnant, dog. In that 5K. Going crazy.